from Fox 56 Sports and Lexington Sporting Club. This is Around the Pitch.
Good morning and welcome to Around the Pitch, a show that breaks down Central Kentucky's professional soccer club, the Lexington Sporting Club. I'm your host, Colby Wilson. Each week on Sunday morning, we will kick back and discuss the news, players, and culture surrounding the Lexington Sporting Club. And let's not waste any more time because there's a lot happening around the pitch. We start with the club's USL Championship men's team, who had a tough time in Texas, losing on the road to El Paso Locomotive FC earlier in the month. The club tried to open the scoring early. In just the 11th minute, defender Kieran Sargent sent a powerful header toward goal, only for a Locomotive defender to clear it off the line. And that didn't deter the club, though. Just minutes later, Nick Firmino attempted an ambitious overhead kick off a corner, connecting well, but sending the ball just over the bar. But it would be El Paso getting on the board first in the 22nd minute when Gabriel Torres threaded the needle on a corner to Palmero Ortiz, who headed home the opening goal. El Paso would double their lead in the 41st minute when Ant Cabrera finished a perfectly placed ball from Eric Calvillo, making the score 2-0. Lexington Sporting Club would find a spark in the second half when Corey Burke nailed one home off the beautiful pass from Elliot Goldthorpe. It wouldn't be enough for Lexington as they fell to El Paso with a final score of 2-1. Turning to the women now, Lexington Sporting Club came up short at home inside Lexington SC Stadium versus Dallas Trinity FC. I was in attendance for that one, and let me tell you, the weather was not pretty. The Greens started the match strong defensively, keeping the match scoreless until the 36th minute when a foul in the box committed by Trinity Watson saw the official point to the spot and award a Dallas penalty. Amber Brooks scored the PK. LSC would go into the halftime breakdown by 1. In the second half, the Gals in Green would fight to come back, but all attempts to find the back of the net ultimately came up empty. When the full-time whistle blew, the Lexington women came up empty-handed with the final score of 3-0. After another week of games, the USL standings continue to change as expected. The men's team have fallen down to 9th in the USL Western Conference. San Antonio FC still leads the conference with only one loss on the season. Monterey Bay FC, New Mexico United, and FC Tulsa all fall behind, boasting only one loss as well. Lexington Sporting Club has only scored 5 goals this season, but they have a goal differential of 0 on the season, proving that their defense is holding up strong so far in the early season. Well, switching over to the women now, they still hold down the 7th place in the USL Super League standings. Carolina Ascent and Dallas Trinity are boasting strong starts to the season, each club with 4 wins and only 1 loss each. It's still early in the season, and despite their rough start to the season, there's still plenty of time for the Gals in Green to rally and make a run for a postseason spot. We are debuting a new segment on Around the Pitch called Colby's Countdown. This is a look at 3 things that are vital for Lexington Sporting Club to continue to have success as the season goes on. Starting us off this week is time of possession. Well, you can't score if you don't have the ball. In the women's loss to Dallas Trinity, the ladies in green had possession of the ball for under half of the match, 53.4%. That's how much Trinity held on to the ball. That stat will need to change for the women to get back into the win column as the season progresses. And now looking at the men's team, they need to parlay its second half energy against El Paso Locomotive into a strong start for their next match. After 2 missed goals earlier in the match, the men fell into a sluggish first half slump. All of that changed when they came out firing on all cylinders in the second half. If they carry that momentum into starting fast and maybe even get on the board first, then they won't be in a race against the clock to score fast in crunch time. And finally, my last topic for a successful season involves the fans. Lexington SC Stadium needs to be packed every home match. It's no secret that there are benefits in having a home field advantage, and the men and women both need to take advantage of every home opportunity they're given this season. On this week's edition of Kicking It with Colby, I actually got to go out to the stadium and get a behind-the-scenes look on what you, the fans, can expect. Let's check it out. All right, guys, on this week's edition of Kicking It with Colby, we are giving you, the fans, inside access to the Lexington SC Stadium. And to help me, it's head of PR and community engagement, Emily Fields. Emily, where do we start?
Let's go to the main gate.
First things first, we are standing where all the fans are going to come into the stadium, and then we're looking at this. Please tell me more.
Yeah, so this is our fan zone. This is kind of where everything that's not on the pitch happens. You can come here and get some food. We've got West 6, our craft beer partner, that is over here.
Okay.
We've got games for the kids, face painters, balloon animals, all the fun stuff.
What is this in front of us? We've got a barn and a mini pitch.
Yep, so that barn is where our two mascots live, our live miniature horses, Thunder and Lightning.
Oh my goodness.
They are a man's best friend for sure.
Absolutely.
We love when they come out. And then our mini pitch, it's just a fun place for the kiddos to come play their own version of the soccer game that day.
Well, that certainly seems like the place to be on game days. Speaking of fans, supporters, merch, gear is a huge thing. Where can fans go and pick that up?
I think I have an idea. Let's go to our team store.
Let's go check it out.
So welcome to our team store.
Already
This is
loving it.
Where you can get all things LSC for game day, including our on-field official apparel partner, Hummel. You can get a kit, you can get a training top, whatever kind of works for you.
Well, speaking of Hummel and what works for me, I think if I had to go to the game, this would be my selection. So now I've got my gear. Now where can I go watch the game?
Let's go upstairs. Now we're gonna go into our inline club, which is our VIP club space.
Okay.
It's brand new, so let's check it out.
Happens to be the coolest. Okay, Emily, so when you are VIP, what can you expect in this club?
Yeah, there's a lot of fun things in the club. We've got an open bar, well, correction, cash bar. You can get drinks as in soft drinks, water for free, but then cash bar for any liquor drinks.
Okay.
We do have a chef that comes and provides catering for us on game days, so the menu changes by game.
Okay.
You can see that in our Know Before You Go email before the game days.
Gotcha.
So that gets set up on our little side areas here. And then it's really just a fun space to come and hang out. And you're looking right out at the pitch. So that's something that's
Beautiful
totally
view.
unique for us.
Absolutely. All right, well, that's a wrap on Kicking It with Colby this week. Be sure to get your tickets right here or on lexsporting.com for the next matchup on Wednesday, April 16th at 6 p.m. All right, well, make sure you are on the lookout for any deals that the club is offering. For Saturday's match on April 19th against Monterey Bay FC, Lexington Sporting Club will be offering its $1.50 beer night. That's a great deal for an even better matchup. That game will kick off at 7 p.m. here at home in the Lexington SC Stadium. 4 LSC women's players have been called up to play for their respective countries. Janaira Lopez, nicknamed Juju, has been called up to the Colombian national team, playing in its friendly against Japan. And it doesn't stop there. Emma Johnson also got the call for the upcoming U18 training camp with the U.S. national team. Big accomplishment for EJ. And then the Korea Football Association gave Na-Young Shin a call to represent the South Korean national team in its friendlies that happened this week. And Grace Winooski was called up to the New Zealand national team for the upcoming FIFA international window. A congrats to those 4 LSC women. Well, don't go anywhere because we have plenty more to come right here on Around the Pitch, including how well do the Lexington ladies know each other? We'll find out on the other side of the break. Plus, our second show comes with a lot of firsts. After the break, we're debuting a new segment to help newer fans learn the language that can get lost in translation.
You're watching Around the Pitch with Lexington Sporting Club.
Welcome back. For those that have a roommate, well, how well do you know them? 3 LSC women players who live together put their roommate knowledge to the test. Let's see just how well they know each other.
I'm Maddie Perez.
I'm Grace Wisniewski. I'm Shay Moyer. And this is Eddie. Freddie.
Teddy.
If you don't get it, there's gonna be like big problems.
There might be a big problem. Don't look.
I know what it is. Okay, maybe I don't.
Wait, I have
How
a
many
couple
foods are you
ideas.
writing? 2.
I would say like carrots and cucumbers and cottage cheese.
Yeah, carrots, cucumbers, cottage cheese. Vegetable. Good roommates. Go.
Like, I mean, literally nothing.
Like just
like lay in bed.
laying down.
Nap.
I feel like if there's anything on there other than just like laying down, hang with phone.
Okay.
True, hang with Poe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lay down.
Do not
Does that count? Lay down. She does nothing.
Don't do it.
I don't think. Where am I supposed to go? These guys just leave.
Maybe on a walk. Exactly.
No. What does she do? Nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely. There's many.
I was like, what do we do?
I don't know, stomp your feet around the floor.
Leave all the lights on and out.
Take an hour shower.
Alright. Focus. I didn't see it. I tried to look so hard.
Cheater.
It only was there. I didn't see it. I'm gonna guess chewing with your mouth open, or like talking when you're chewing. That's what came into my head because I chew sometimes, and you're like, wow, and I'm like, sorry, it's like crunchy food. Is it chewing?
No. People flaking.
I don't know.
That's my biggest pet peeve.
Like people not showing up.
Yeah. When you plan something, like go through it.
I can see that. Thank you guys for watching. Let's go.
Thank you.
Soccer, or rather football, is an international sport played all over the globe. And no matter where we were born or where we come from, we express our love for the game and understand another fan base's passion without words needing to be spoken. Still, though, there are some things that end up lost in translation. First, there is the really obvious one. Here in America, we say soccer, but the rest of the world refers to the game as football. Now, here in the States, we call it soccer, so we don't confuse it with the American game of football. But what about what the players wear? Here in America, we could say a player is wearing a jersey or a uniform, but in the world of football, the correct term is a kit. It refers to the complete outfit of a jersey, shorts, socks, and soccer cleats, which are referred to as boots. And finally, what do the players play on? Here in America, we like to use the term field, a football field, a baseball field, track and field. We would assume it would be the same for soccer, but the rectangular playing surface for soccer is called the pitch, and that's where this show gets its name. Well, hopefully that cleared up some of the confusion around the language used in football and paints a clearer picture of the words that are lost in translation. Still ahead on Around the Pitch, we're getting a behind-the-scenes look at one player's unique personality on this week's Mic'd Up.
You're watching Around the Pitch with Lexington Sporting Club. This is Around the Pitch with Lexington Sporting Club.
Welcome back. We all have the chance to watch these players from the stands and pick up on some form of communication. But how about hearing these players mic'd up where we really get a chance to hear all that goes on behind the scenes? LSC men's player Sofan Jafal was mic'd up this week. Take a listen.
The first run I can barely feel my hamstring. Can barely feel my hamstring right now. But you're like 48 years old, so it don't matter. It does make sense. I'm just saying. Okay, that should be on video. That's Kieran Surgeon. Kieran Surgeon just missed his pass. I'm telling you. If it wasn't for football, I'd be in the NBA right now. Why are you not saying anything? Well, I'm telling you, wait until you see my jump shot. Wait. I'm buying my horse costume today. That's funny.
I'm back out at halftime.
Bro, that might be the worst animal to be, you know? A horse? A horse is tough, man. How old are you, Cam? It's a touchy subject. 32. This is it, huh? Turn. Yes, sir. Oh, Speedy, sorry, no disrespect. Has nothing to do with your career, I promise. Come on, Danielou, come on, Danielou. Doesn't beat you, never. He never beats you, he never beats you, he never beats you. That's big time. Well done, my brother, great job. You here, you can't come inside, come inside. Well done, Zengi. You good, Jack? That's fine, that's fine. Yeah, step, big step. Finish, allez. Allez. Ooh. That might be you. Yeah, you go. There you go.
Someone didn't say family, they said Roderick. I don't know who it was.
Roderick. If you guys didn't know, it's a big thing. If you guys didn't know, Marcus' name is Roderick, which is an interesting name to say the least. Yeba!
Always enjoy the mic'd up segments. Well, any athlete knows there's a special connection between a player and the number that they wear. Coming up after the break, Hannah Richardson lets us know why number 13 is so important to her.
You're watching Around the Pitch with Lexington Sporting Club. This is Around the Pitch with Lexington Sporting Club.
Welcome back into Around the Pitch. On March 1st, Sam Stockley was named the interim head coach on the women's side. Certainly not an easy task to become the head guy and get to know your team in the middle of the season, but Stockley seems to be finding his way. I sat down with coach and asked him how much he's enjoying the process.
Well, now that your feet are under you a little bit, what are you enjoying the most about this season and what you've seen from your group?
Just the day-to-day routine, to be fair. It's lovely to be back in the day-to-day routine or the weekly routine of how we set things up. Monday's normally a re-entry day, Tuesday's our competitive day. Then we go into our strength, our endurance, speed and agility days, and within that we do our sort of in possession, out of possession. So I've loved that. I've loved the planning aspect. I've loved getting to know the group. I've loved building that relationships with the group. That's a real big passion of mine, is relationships and creating them and doing that through the game in some respects. So I've really enjoyed that. And just the response that we've had from the players and how they've been on a day-to-day basis. You know, we take it one day at a time, we take it one game at a time, because you have to in this game, right? You know what it's like. 1 week's a long time in football. So yeah, we take it day by day. We demand standards and we demand, you know, high energy and work rate. I say demand, you know, it's something that's a non-negotiable for us, because, and that's what the players set, you know, they've set that. So my job as sort of the interim head coach is to be the gatekeeper of their standards, and that's all I do.
There's always a story behind a number. Yes, some players are just given it, but some are very particular about what number they represent. This week, Hannah Richardson lets us in on why number 13 is so significant to her.
Hi, my name's Hannah Richardson and I'm number 13. I picked number 13 because of my mom. She was born on October 13 and just wanted to represent her in that way, and also wanted to pick number 13 because, you know, Taylor Swift a little bit, so for any of the Swifties out there, and yeah, that's it.
A vital part of Lexington Sporting Club's mission is to give back to the community. Earlier this week, players and members of the club were at Valley Park in Lexington, participating in Lexington's Adopt a Park program. The initiative helps keep parks around the city clean. This is just one of the many ways that the club is committing to the community. Lexington Sporting Club is offering all sorts of amazing promotions you do not want to miss out on. Coming up soon, the club is hosting their first ever Pups at the Pitch night at Lexington SC Stadium. Be sure to bring your four-legged friends and enjoy the action as the Lexington SC women take on Tampa Bay FC on May 10th at 7 p.m. The first 500 dogs in attendance will receive an LSC dog toy. You will not want to miss out on this one. Before we go, we want to send a huge congratulations to LSC defender Gael Gibert, I hope I nailed it, G, on making a major life decision. Earlier this month, Gibert proposed to his significant other and is now engaged. We wish him and his fiancée all the luck in the world and hope they have a happy and healthy life together. This just goes to show that lives are changed here in Lexington. So fans, if you see him out at the game, make sure you tell him congrats. Well, that just about wraps up this morning. Thank you all so much for joining us on Around the Pitch. We hope you have a great rest of your Sunday.